There's a place in the far north where time seems to stop, where people vanish indoors. Streets go silent, and the world drifts into darkness. For nearly half the year, this country sleeps. When night falls, it doesn't end. For months, the sun refuses to rise, and the people of this land learn to live in endless night. Welcome to Norway's Arctic towns, where winter feels like a dream, and daylight becomes a memory. The land of the midnight sun and polar night. In Norway, Sweden, Finland, and parts of northern Russia, there is a phenomenon called the polar night, a time when the sun never rises above the horizon. For nearly 6 months, the people of Svalbard and Tromsø live in a world without sunlight. Imagine waking up at 9 a.m., walking to work, and it's still pitch black. At noon, it's twilight, a faint blue glow. By 2 p.m., total darkness returns. Scientists say this happens because of Earth's tilt. But to locals, it's simply part of life, a natural rhythm of sleep, light, and survival. The human sleep cycle in endless night. When the sun disappears, so does our sense of time. People start sleeping more, 12, sometimes 14 hours a day. The body loses track of its circadian rhythm. In the Arctic, doctors report what's called polar fatigue. Your brain releases extra melatonin, the sleep hormone, making you feel constantly drowsy. It's like living inside a dream that never ends. Yet strangely, people adapt. Shops open late, coffee flows all day, and cozy gatherings light up the long nights. It's not laziness, and it's survival. Life in Svalbard, the town that sleeps together. In Svalbard, a remote Norwegian archipelago, winter lasts from October to February, 110 days without a sunrise. Children walk to school with headlamps, and locals carry polar bear alarms just in case one wanders near. When darkness takes over, the town slows down. People read more, cook together, and sleep longer hours. Even schools shorten the day, because constant night takes a toll on energy and focus. Locals call this time mørketid, the dark time. They joke that the town hibernates together, but behind the humor, it's true. The entire community slows to rest. The science of human hibernation, scientists have long wondered, could humans hibernate like bears? During long winters, Arctic residents' metabolism naturally slows, heart rates lower, and activity decreases. In 2020, researchers at the University of Tromsø found that people living in the far north had biological markers. Similar to mild hibernation, the body conserving energy to cope with long periods of darkness. Sleep scientists say it is proof that our biology can still sync with nature's cycles, just like ancient humans once did during harsh winters. Culture, light, and survival. But sleeping half the year doesn't mean doing nothing. Norwegians and Finns embrace a concept called koselig, creating warmth, comfort, and happiness in the dark. They light candles, share meals, and spend more time with family. Coffee shops stay open late, glowing like golden beacons in the endless night. It's not about escaping darkness, it's about making peace with it. For many, the polar night becomes a time for reflection, for slow living, and for dreaming. When the sun returns, the awakening. Then, one morning in late January, something magical happens. A sliver of sunlight peeks over the mountains, the first dawn in months. The whole town celebrates. Children run into the streets. Bells ring. It's called Soldagen, the Day of the Sun. People cry, laugh, and stare at the light they've missed for half the year. Shops close early, and everyone gathers on the hills to feel sunlight on their faces again. The price of endless darkness, but not everyone adjusts easily. Depression, fatigue, and isolation rise during the long night. Mental health clinics stay open late, offering light therapy and group sessions. Special lamps simulate daylight to fight seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a condition that makes people feel tired and sad without sunlight. Even so, locals say it's worth it because the darkness teaches them gratitude. When spring finally comes, they don't just see light, they feel it. After months of sleep and silence, life bursts awake. Lessons from the country that sleeps in the rest of the world. People chase productivity, endless work, no rest, constant noise. But here, nature decides when to sleep and when to wake. The darkness isn't an enemy, it's a teacher. It reminds us that rest is part of life, that slowing down is not failure, but rhythm. As one resident said, "We sleep with the earth, and when she wakes, so do we." So yes, there really is a country that sleeps for half the year. Not because it's lazy, but because it listens. To the wind, to the snow, to the heartbeat of the planet. Would you survive 6 months without sunlight? Or would you learn to love the dreamlike dark? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from around the world.